All right, trying to help out Luis this morning on the second date update. Commercial free New Country 99.5 QIK. He's bummed. Hasn't heard from this girl, Kim, who he really likes.
Yeah, it sounds like they had a really fun date. They went to Three Daughters, and he said they talked a lot. He's totally like, he really likes her. He's talked about how beautiful she was and what a fun time they had.
Yeah, he can't get a hold of her. We're going to see if we can right now. Let's go ahead and try to call her.
Hello?
Hi, good morning. Is this Kim?
Yeah, this is Kim. Who's this?
Hey, Kim, this is actually JR, Lana, and Kevin over here at 99.5 QIK.
Hi.
Good morning.
Random, right?
Yeah, what's up?
Well, it sounds like you have heard of us before, and that's a good thing. Thank you. Are you familiar with something we do called a second date update?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Well, it's about that time, and we wanted to see if we could talk to you actually about this guy, Luis, that you went out with not too long ago.
I mean, okay. I don't know why, but...
Okay,
sure.
well, I'll just tell you why. He called us and let us know that about your guys' date at Three Daughters Brewery. He said, I've never had an easier conversation with somebody, maybe ever, on a first date. Thought you were beautiful, thought you were great, wants to see you again, and just is trying to figure out why he can't set up another date with you. And we were trying to help out and get some answers as well. So what is the reason?
So I'm just not sure why there's any confusion on it. It was pretty black and white and pretty clear why we weren't going to see each other again.
Did you make that known to him, or?
I mean, I didn't flat out say we're not going to see each other again, but he kind of made it clear himself. He told me that he never wants to get married, and he started going into all of these statistics of why marriage failed. And in my mind, marriage is, you know, that's the goal. So why would we see each other again if I know that it's not going to lead to that? I'm not saying it has to lead to that. You date people to find the right one, but if I know that you're hell-bent on never getting married, then why am I going to see you again and even try?
And so when you say never getting married, I mean, he's never been married before either?
Nope, he's never been married.
Okay, gotcha. So he just really is against this, and it's not because he had a bad experience.
He just started talking about how, you know, he doesn't see a point. Financially, it's too many problems. He threw out like statistics on how many marriages fail. And he was very clear. So that's why I'm confused why he would even reach out.
Well,
Right.
I mean, he definitely likes you. So I think let's bring him back on because I have some questions.
Yeah, you know, Kim, I get why that would be pretty black and white. You want that. You see that as a goal. He doesn't see that as an option at all. I could see why you'd be like, well, that's that. We do have Luis on the phone with us. I want to bring him back on, Kim, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, Kim.
Luis, you heard what she had to say. I mean, is that true? You're pretty black and white on that? Like, hey, I'm not getting married?
I mean, I don't see why it's such a big deal. Like, I mean, have you ever heard of Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn? They've been together for ages. Like, love doesn't need marriage. Marriage is just a certificate, and I've seen so many failed marriages, and it's just, like, why is it a big deal?
And I understand that it's not a big deal to you. I fully support you and your decision, but to me it is a big deal. So just based on that, we're not going to be compatible.
I mean, I disagree. In fact, I think, like, this is way better than being married if we were to get serious. I mean, this way you could handle your money, I could handle my money. Like, we don't need to deal with all, like, the financial drama that marriage brings. Why would you want that?
Marriage isn't about money. It isn't about, like, combining our finances. It's about, you know, a commitment. And it's just, that's important to me. And if you don't want that, there really is no reason to go forward.
Luis, is the reason that you don't want to go forward is because of the money situation?
I mean, that's part of it, but, like, you know, it just keeps things simple. But I don't want to, like, get trapped with someone I have to support because I have a legal contract, you know? Like, why can't we make a promise?
Wait a minute. First of all, I have a great job. I have a roof over my head. I have my own car. I have my own insurance. I do fine by myself. So the fact that you think marriage is just this sudden burden of a wife financially dependent on a man, you're wrong.
I mean, I don't think so. I think we can have all the great parts of marriage without actually, you know, doing the ridiculous act of getting married. I mean, do you know how high divorce rates are. But like, when
I
you look
do
at,
because
like,
you told me on our date.
Well, you clearly didn't listen.
Well, I think quite the opposite. I think she did listen.
Maybe he'll change his mind. I mean, there was a time I never wanted to get married either.
Hey, Luis, there's no shot that you would ever reconsider your position on this, huh?
I just don't see why it's a big deal. Like, I could see myself in a loving 50-year relationship, but I don't have to get some piece of paper to make it valuable.
Okay.
And that's fine. And I'm sure there's another girl that feels the same way, but I'm not that girl. So we should probably just end it here.
Yeah, we could do that.
All right, then. Let's do it.
You can do that. All right. So you have no interest in seeing Luis again, huh, Kim?
If that's his stance and my stance, they don't line up. I mean, there's no point.
Okay. Thank you for coming on with us, and wish you both luck.
Thank you.
Take care.
I think he's going to change his mind once he finds the right person,
That's true.
Once you like meet that person, you're like, I just, want to have this person in my life and I never want them to go away.
Yeah, I would have understood it more if he had been married before and just said, like, I'm not going down that road again. But to shut that down right at the first date, never happening, kind of the whole never say never.
Yeah.
That type of thing. That's going to drive a lot of people away that you're dating.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You're putting a limit on your relationship right out the gate.
Yeah. But some people, they don't think that, why do I have to have a piece of paper signed by the state of Florida that says we're a couple?
I get that.
A lot of people look at it that way. And then it costs all this money. And then if you ever, separate, then you got to pay more money. It's just like.
Well, it'll be interesting to see where people are at on this. 800-992-1099. 800-992-1099. Hit us up.